Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Motorsport Manager, returning to the Predator Racing Group and the Worst to Best Challenge. It is the last race of the 4th season, and unfortunately, we're ranked dead last at this point. But we've seen some good things with this season, even though we are ranked dead last. First thing we have to take into account is the rule change for this season where only the top 8 drivers get points. And with our team having the car performance being ranked dead last, the fact that we've gotten any points at all has been a positive point that showcases that we may have a bright future next season if we put enough development resources into things. And I have quite a bit of cash saved up for that purpose. Also, Santana had the first podium I think she's ever gotten, so that is also a highlight this season. In any case, the last race is Phoenix, and I don't think this track is going to go particularly well for us because it's an oval track and it's very top speed oriented as a result, as we see top speed being crucial, high speed corners being crucial, as this is pretty much all one long high speed corner, and then you have a bit of a straight here. And acceleration is useful. So we have medium fuel burn, again, very top speed oriented track, so that makes sense. And then we have low tire wear because, again, there's just a long corner here. It's not too much strain on the tires. We have cloudy weather projected, so it could be rainy, maybe not. We'll have to see. In any case, with that being said, let's go through our email from the end of the last race, mostly just telling us about that event, and then we have an interview that I'm not going to bother taking. We have to repair our car, and we do have a couple things here, so let's take a look at the improvement of our car. At this point in the season, we've more or less done everything we really need to do. Looks like we have finished our reliability improvements, at least with what we were working on. So let's go through and work on all that's left of the parts that we use. And of course, let's switch it over to reliability improvement. But that'll happen 23 days before the race. And considering that it's 24 days before the race starts, that's only going to take us a day. So let's go ahead with that. We also have sponsors here. Oh, we have 2 sponsor slots open. So let's keep an eye on that as well. Oh, and car repair finished, of course. So reliability work done again. I'm going to go ahead and immediately switch that around. We can get it to the other message. There we go. And now I am going to just throw in a bunch of random stuff in here. And yeah, we'll do that. This says it's going to finish 14 days before the race. So that's not going to take much longer to do, even on low setting. So let's continue again until we get to Phoenix. But this is another racing series doing that race. So we'll do that. Okay, that's an event with another team. All right, there is Phoenix for us. Let's continue. Oh, actually, I saw that we have... Okay. 5 sponsors available, so that's okay. Performance work complete. Let's go in here. So it looks like we only have a couple parts left to improve. Again, probably not that important, but we're going to do it anyway. And then we have 11 days after race, this will be finished, and then 26 days after race, this will be finished. Okay, and let's take a look at our sponsors because it looks like we have all 3 offers here. And just at a glance, this is all the second or above target position, which is not something we're going to be able to do, especially this next race upcoming. So we're just going to take the upfront cash, and this is the only one that gives us any, so there we go. Fortunately for us, we do have 2-star appeal, so we do get a 2-star appeal contract and a little bit more money to put in the coffer for next season. All right, we had 2 offers over here, so we still have 1 more to go before we're full up there, but we might not get that before the race. We will have to see. All right, so Dubai here. And this will be the first time I'm seeing Phoenix, especially the oval track of Phoenix. So I really don't know what to expect with our performance, but I don't expect that it will go all that well. No. Go away. I don't care. All right. That takes care of that dilemma. We didn't need the morale, but I don't really care either way. So here we go. We're going to Phoenix now. And it looks like we only got the 2 sponsors. So let's take a look at what we've got. So we've got 1.5 million up front and nothing per race. So we've got 400,000 up front, and then 150,000 per race. Doing the math, I mean, roughly, these probably are pretty equivalent. I'm going to take this one, though, just because I like the money per race. I would have liked to have seen a better offer there, because 150,000 per race is technically not all that much. I mean, it could be worse, but you know, like when you compare it to this one where it's 350,000 per race, and this was a one-star sponsor. Honestly, a really good one-star sponsor. Unfortunately, a lot of the sponsors we have are one-star ones, so we're not really taking advantage of this two-star appeal right now. It doesn't look like we're going to run out of any of these sponsors anytime soon, so I'm not sure if we'll keep that two-star appeal by the time we have those available, but hey, at least we take a little bit of advantage of it. All right, well, it's time to go on to the race. I'm going to go ahead and go with 16th or above because I don't even know if we can achieve that much. Yeah, it looks like we are getting significantly less money, so I don't know how much we dropped off there, but let's go ahead and continue here with the part fitting. So I think we're probably fine there. I don't think we need to change anything. And let's move on here. So I think maybe the big trick with this track, I'm not really sure, is because of the fuel burn. I almost kind of wonder if we're going to be having quite a bit of a concern with that. Well, let's go ahead and obviously select our drivers. I'm going to let the AI do the setup, but I'm going to at least try and dial it in a little bit here. So we need really high downforce. That doesn't seem right on this track. So I'm only going to do it a little bit in. Not a lot, because I just don't know if I trust that. It wants much stiffer suspension, though. As a matter of fact, we're probably going to have to crank that down. And then also quite a bit towards top speed. So we'll do that. Tire choice soft, that's probably fine. And then over here, having both of them run soft tires might not be the best idea, but I think it's the best chance we have for survival. Again, it's calling for high downforce. I'm going to ignore that. Handling, it's hard for me to say one way or the other. I guess I'll go slightly stiffer. And then obviously we're going to need more towards top speed here. Something like that. Again, I don't know if the AI really dials this stuff in, so it might just be whatever best guess I'm putting up here is all we get, which is honestly not ideal. Okay, let's go ahead and have them do the result, and let's also cross our fingers that the AI is going to give us any bonuses to work with for this particular race. All right, so we finished 14th and 18th, but for whatever reason, the AI switched over to medium tires, which kind of pisses me off because that probably ruined whatever chance we had of getting a bonus with soft tires. And let's take a look at our bonuses. Yeah, so we get a medium tire bonus. That's not what I was looking for. I'm going to go ahead and do these two abilities. I don't know how much we're going to be using that. I am very much concerned about our fuel, but we'll try this. And then over here, well, we've got the risk taker trim, so we'll just be doing that rather than our tire upgrade. Okay, so car setup. We're not too bad off, it looks like. Some things could improve, but I don't know which way to take them because I didn't take the practice. As far as the tire wear, you know, honestly, I don't know with this track. We'll start with a little bit of push, but I suspect that might be a bad idea, so I'll have to keep an eye on it. We're running softs with both cars. Let's just make sure real quick here that we've got full fuel. Ooh, 16 laps with the fuel. Oh, wow, this is pretty long, at least laps-wise. But I guess that makes sense because you're going around the track pretty fast that you would have, you know, more this much fuel as far as laps-wise, as that's the metric they use. All right, so we're fueled up. Looks good. And we're going to be using soft tires. Yeah, the AI overruled me and put medium tires on. What an asshole. All right, well, in any case, let's continue here. All right, so I know Lottinen's going to be up front and first. I don't know exactly where Santa Ana is going to be. Let's see. 7th. Okay, that's not too bad. All right, so there is a little bit of a risk having these two running the same tires, but I am going to tell her to allow teammate through because I suspect Santa Ana will eventually catch her just because she's got the more powerful engine, and we're already losing positions here. Let's go ahead and speed this up. I'm also noticing the tire temps are seemingly climbing rather fast, so I'm going to back off on that because that seems not right. We could go in a higher engine mode with Santa Ana to try and offset what's going on here, because we do have a lot of fuel. I'm just a little bit concerned with that, because we do have higher fuel burning with this track, but we'll just have to see. Wow, we are getting owned. London's already down into 19th, now 20th, and Santa Ana is in 12th, 13th, maybe even soon 14th. Okay, she's starting to hold her own a little bit. Okay, so we're starting to maybe be in a position where we can move here. Okay, we get up into 12th, but immediately lose to another car behind us as the top cars are starting to get forward. Okay, so we're not doing too bad, but keep in mind we're in a higher engine mode right now. So that is part of the reason why we're doing a little bit better. I don't know if we have enough of a gap with our two cars to guarantee that Lawton's not going to have to wait on Santa Ana. Interestingly enough, Lawton's tires are getting abused quicker. So you know what? I'm going to do an early pit here with her. And we'll switch over. I don't know if softs are right or mediums are right. But I'm going to try and stick with the softs here. And we'll take fuel until we start running out of time here. And we can use the fast pit with her without any risk. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's switch back over to Santa Ana. So we have Lawton coming out a little bit earlier than the rest of the pack. And then Santa Ana, we might want to pit now. So we can get another pair of softs here. And let's go ahead and again get fuel in here. So we start losing time. Now I am a little bit concerned with how little fuel we're taking. I could go to a balanced pit strategy, and that would probably allow me to get more fuel. Oh, actually, no, that doesn't make a difference, does it? All right, you know what? We'll take the risk. We'll go with fast pit. I mean, it might cost us, but I'm hoping that we'll do okay here, because we kind of have to do it. All right, so unfortunately, Lawton had a bad pit there. And we're out. As a matter of fact, Santa Ana looks like she had a good pit. But considering that Lawton was already in 20th place, I don't think that hurt too badly. I am a little bit concerned this engine mode might come out back to bite us, so I'm going to back that off. Yeah, and it does look like these tires are definitely running hotter on this track. It's kind of weird because you got a weird perception of distance on this track, because it does have a lot of distance here, so it looks like you're not moving particularly fast. Wow, we caught this guy in a hurry. Also, the field is rather spread out. I mean, look how far back the 16th, 17th, and 18th car is. That's where pitch strategy might be key. All right. So a pit there for the car that was in 12th, now in 15th, soon to be maybe even in 16th. Yeah, as they get blown by. I mean, that shows you how much distance a pit can cost you, as it looks like we're going to get by this guy and be up into 12th. Now, I have to keep an eye on my fuel. That is not something I've been doing, and that might cost me if I'm not careful. All right, we're not doing too bad. 12th, 19th's not great, obviously, and looks like Lawton just got we just lapped Lawton and just got passed and is now, fighting for 20th. It shows you the difference in the top speed of our two cars. Okay, so it's probably time to pit here. So we're going to pit with Lawton, take on fresh tires, and again, fuel up until it costs you time. Not too worried about fuel with Lawton's car. All right, Santa Ana could probably go around the track one more time here. Okay, and now we're going to have to pit. So we'll pit, take on the softs, fuel up here. I'm probably going to have to take more fuel. Not liking how much time this is costing me, though. Might just take the 4 seconds worth of fuel. We could go 6 seconds here. Yeah, let's do 6 seconds. That's a lot of fuel we're taking on. And we are continuing with a risky pit here just because I think the pits are so crucial. The faster you get them, the better off you are. Fortunately, Lawton's going to be down into 20th again. And here we come. So we're down into 15th and 16th. But, hey, we're in sponsorship, so let's see what we can do here. So we've got a decent amount of fuel there with that stop. I didn't see how good the stop was, but I don't think we're that bad off. We've got softs. Other people are going to have to come off eventually here. Car in 15th for sure. Car in 13th looks like more than likely as well. Not doing it yet. Wow, really surprised they're continuing to go around. We're getting lapped here, which I think is slowing us down maybe. Alright, so she fought back to 19th. That's good. Well, she has the softer tire compound. Alright, we get up into 14th here. And we have a decent gap there. Looks like we might get lapped some more, which I don't know if that is... It looked like it was slowing us down quite a bit because we're getting blue flagged. And I think when you get blue flag, I don't know if you slow down. It's kind of hard to tell, but these guys are absolutely flying past me. I don't know if we're going to be able to improve our position much more than we have. I have to watch Lawton, though, because she is going to have to pit first. She can go a couple more laps, though. I think fuel-wise, we're actually looking pretty good. As a matter of fact, we could go for a strategy of just getting around with Lawton with this next pit, getting her enough fuel to do that, which shouldn't be too hard. Okay, let's go ahead and cue the pit here. You're going to take medium tires so that we're sure you're going to get around. And then all we need at this point is... Alright, so that's where you're starting to lose time, but we're going to need a little bit more fuel than that. I was trying to do this in a way that made sense, but it looks like 5 seconds is what we need to get you around. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, get in there. Okay, let's go back to Santana, who's in 12th. I missed how she got there. She's going to have to go around the track one more time, just because of the timing of the two. So we're going to be pitting. And I don't think soft tires is going to do it. I think we're going to, if we want to do that strategy, we have to go mediums. Either that or we have to push really hard with softs and just accept the fact that we're not going to use the tires up. I'm also going to have to put myself on like a timer. Go, 5 laps, stop, pit. I think that's extremely risky, but I'm going to try and do it. So what we're going to do here is we're only going to take fuel that won't cost us time. We'll do that pit. And then the strategy here is we put her into high, maybe even overtake. So really gearing it up. Go, 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 go. It's not going to be for long, though, because I do have to pit here. Now, again, this is extremely risky, but we've got 9 laps worth of fuel. And I'm going to have to say 5 laps on these tires change. So we're going to really... I'm also going to keep an eye on the fuel itself. We might actually have excess fuel for Lawton, but it's not telling me one way or the other right now. I don't know if this overtake strategy is really going to help us much, but... So when we have roughly 4 laps to go, I'm pitting. We're almost catching this guy. Go, 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 go. Okay, it's time to pit. So your pitting is an extremely weird strategy, but tire choice, give me more softs. Fuel choice, just give me whatever doesn't cost me time. That looks good. And go. Alright, so this is an extremely risky strategy. But I don't think it cost us the sponsorship because we had lapped the guy that was in 16th. Alright, let's see if we can catch anybody with this strategy. I don't know if we will, but... Why isn't it saying I have excess fuel? I should have excess fuel at this point. 5 laps worth of fuel? Matter of fact, I could probably go into overtake right now. I don't know if it's going to do me any good, but... I'm not going to just because I don't know if I can keep an eye on enough on Lottinen to do the right thing here. Alright, we should have fresh tires. We should have fast tires here. We should be catching these bastards. Go, 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 go. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, we're going to have enough fuel. Go ahead and overtake. Nah, it's too late. Alright, well, we tried out some strategies there. I just don't think we had the speed that we needed to make that strategy work. But, yeah, it was worth a try. I'm not disappointed that I did it. Okay. So we tried a risky 4-stop race there. It didn't work out, but it was worth a try. I think one of the cars there I saw did a 2-stop race. I don't even know if that's mathematically... I guess that's mathematically possible, but... And they finished better than me, so... Alright, well, 15th, 18th. We get our sponsorship. Could be better. Okay, so... That looks like that's going to be it for the season. So we finished dead last, unfortunately. I was kind of hoping that we would make up more ground with our car performance this season. It just didn't happen. We got ourselves in a position where we could compete a little bit better. We could possibly, if we're lucky and we do everything right, get a podium finish, but not reliably. Not yet, anyway. All right, so we get our cash. That's not a bad bit of cash. It is less than what we were getting before. It's also more than was projected. I'm not really sure why that calculation was a little bit off there. Because we got about 100,000, maybe even more than what was projected before we did the race when I was picking my sponsorship bonus. In any case, let's go ahead and continue. There's the winner of the Drivers' Championship and the winner of the Team Championship. Not too surprising with the point system the way it is, that the whoever wins the Driver Championship is also going to win the Team Championship, just because there's too much of an incentive for the top performing teams with the way the points are done. Unfortunately, we didn't have a vote to overturn that, so we're going to have that next season as well. Now, the one thing it does do for my team is it ensures that I'm a competitive team if I put myself into a position to get promoted. All right, so we're going to have contracts running down with our good mechanic. Okay, car repair complete. Is Maya okay? Oh, okay. That she's depressed. That will affect her morale for 6 weeks. That's not really that big of a deal. And we have that. All right, so the one staff member we have to re-sign, we're definitely going to re-sign because it's Tom here. Now, again, I don't know how development works, and I'm curious if he will develop. I mean, he has this potential, but you don't get any feedback on mechanics at all, whether or not they're growing. And what we saw with the drivers, once they hit 30, they pretty much, regardless of what the potential says, they stop growing. I honestly think the potential should go away if they no longer are going to grow. That's a misleading representation if they can't grow after a certain age point. I would say the same thing about the race mechanic, but I don't know if race mechanics work the same way. So I don't know if this is a good guy to keep on because he could be a really good mechanic, or he's reached 30, so there's no way he's going to get any better. I really don't know, but he's our best mechanic right now. I would like to renew his contract, so let's go ahead and do that to finish out the video. So let's start negotiations with him. He made $17,000 last year, so we'll give him a little bit of a raise, not a lot. And he wants a long contract. We'll give it to him because I don't know. By the time we'd want to replace a mechanic of this quality level, I'm hoping we have better cars. He's not interested in bonus, so we're just going to do this. Hopefully he accepts it. It's a little bit more than what he made last season. And let's continue with that. And I think this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner signing out.